Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Miner here. Thanks so much for joining me on YouTube. Today, I'm creating a layout with some products from Paper Rose Studio, and I am so excited about these. Now, let me show you what I have. I have the Carrot Patch Quick Card die cuts. These are embossed, they're amazing. I've got the Carrot Patch 6x6 paper pad and also the Carrot Patch 6x6 basics paper. And then I have this gorgeous stencil. This is called the Sweet Foilage stencil. So I've already cut a circle. I had this cut from another layout, and what I want to do is I want to do some stenciling on this circle and then make a wreath style layout and make my scrapbook page. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I'm using Distress Oxide in the color Bundled Sage. And oh, this color is so pretty, putting this down. So this is going to be the very center of my circle, and then what I plan to do is cover the outside edges with some embellishments and pattern paper and things. So I don't have to go all the way to the edge of this circle. So I'm going to go ahead and move my stencil. I'm not even paying attention to lining things up because I just want a little color here and there, and I want it to look a little more organic. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue this. Now I am working on a magnetic glass board, so those little pawns that you see will hold my stencil down. I just decided to hold it down myself and then add a little ink through the stencil with my ink dauber here. So I'm almost finished inking this. Let me do just a couple more spots. I decided I don't want to leave those white spaces. In the beginning, I thought I'd just do a little spot here and there. But then once I got started, I thought I might as well take the stencil and move it around and continue getting good coverage and not leave any white spots. So that's what I'm doing here, is I'm just filling in the stencil just a little bit more. And there, I really like the way that looks. And now I'm going to go around the edges with some of this green Bundled Sage ink, although you're not going to see this at all. So this is a step I totally didn't need to do, but you know, when you're stenciling and creating, you thought, "Ooh, this will look good." So I went ahead and did the edges. Okay, so let me set that to the side and let me put this stencil away. This is a really gorgeous stencil. I like this a lot, and I think it's going to work well with my photos and that Carrot Patch paper collection. Speaking of photos, let me go ahead and let's see, I think I have my photo here. Here it is. And this is a picture of Dale, myself, and Tatum on Easter morning at church. And then I've got these cute little circles as well. And these are from that Carrot Patch Quick Card die cuts. They just punch right out of the sheets. You could use these for cards, but I'm using them today on a scrapbook page. And actually, the photo of Dale and myself, and Tatum, I just used a circle die from my stash to cut out a circle in that same size. And I'm going to layer these up. I'm going to put the little carrot house up here on the top right. And now what I'm going to do here is take circles in various sizes, and I cut these from the Carrot Patch Basics collection and also just the regular Carrot Patch collection. And I want to just kind of make sure that I don't get the same pattern next to each other. So I'm going to go ahead and continue gluing down these circles all around this circle wreath, and then we'll move this wreath over to a 12 by 12 base. So I'm just kind of paying attention to make sure that if I put one on the left, then I'll put one on the right so that I get a good variety of my patterns all around the page. Now, I didn't measure this or anything, so I wasn't sure how many circles I needed to create. I'm just kind of winging it here, and I'm really liking the way this is looking. One thing I like about our church is on the holidays, they do have a little backdrop where you can take a photo. And I really appreciate that because we're all dressed up, and so it's just a good opportunity for a photo. And as a scrapbooker, you can't You can't have enough opportunities for photos, if you know what I mean. All right, I'm gonna finish gluing these circles all around the page here, and then I'm gonna reach for more of those die cuts that are in the collection. Now it's hard to appreciate this, the embossed detail on camera, but the circles that I have here have that really pretty shiny embossed detail. In fact, that's one of my favorite things about the Paper Rose Studio die cuts is that embossed detail. I was kind of undecided about this last one here because it's a little bit close to the other bunnies, but I'm going to go ahead and add it because it's too cute. I had it, why not? Now I've got a couple extra little doodads I want to bring in here. First, let me go ahead and put this on a 12 by 12 base and see what that looks like. And I'm deciding here, just moving some circles around so it makes it look more like a wreath. And I love the way this looks. I am going to add a little bit of foam tape to the back. So I'm just going to go around and put some foam tape. This is a 2mm foam. So it's not a ton of dimension, but it's just enough to elevate it up off of the base. So let me cut one more here, and then I'll peel off the release papers off camera and I'll get this glued down. So I've got that glued down, and now what I've done is I reached for a die from my stash that said Easter. I cut it out in white, and then I used some of my paints from my stash. This was from Shimmer's Paints, and it's the color Carrot Top. And what I like about using shimmery paints is that it gives it that shimmer and shine, which makes it look really cohesive with the embossed die cuts because they're shiny. And so this also has a shimmer and shine to it. So I used, let's see here, I used the paint to cut out the word Easter, and then the background piece is one of the pattern papers from the collection. And then I also used a stamp from my stash and stamped out He is Risen. So now I've got my title. I've got a few little journaling strips that I cut out, and these say Faith, Family, and a Beautiful Easter Morning at Life Point Church. And I'm just going to trim them down and place them up here in the upper left of my wreath. And then I've got a few more embossed die cuts that I want to add, and even some smaller circles, which you can see those there in my stack and sort tray. I've already taken a little bit of time and pulled out some of the embossed die cuts that I thought would look nice with this collection or with this page. So I'm going to glue down my journaling here, and then the date was April 5th, 2026. So I think that looks nice. Let me go ahead and glue down my date. I'll put it underneath the title just to kind of space this out a little bit. I'm going to trim that down just a little bit more. So there we go. And now I'm going to bring in some of these. So this is a cute little, like a watering can, and it's got carrots out the top of it. It is so adorable. And then I've got this cute little bunny with a hat, and it's holding a couple carrots. So I'm going to glue down the watering can on the bottom, and then I'll put the little bunny up at the top. And then I wasn't sure what to do with these carrots, but I know I wanted them on the layout. So I think I'm going to go ahead, and I thought about them over here, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and place them in the center, just kind of underneath my title here. And I'm just going to place them right here in the middle. It's kind of random, but I think it's cute. I'm going to center it actually, or more over by the date. I could have placed these anywhere, I guess, but I think they look cute right here. So this is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to start adding some of these smaller circles. So I have a couple smaller circles that I'm just going to tuck in here and there, just so where I think it looks pleasing to the eye. So I'm just going to kind of fill in around these larger circles and place these smaller ones inside just to make my wreath a little more full. And then I've got a couple more embossed die cuts. No, actually I just have one. I've got the little Easter egg that I want to add. Let me finish filling these in here. And what I'm doing is kind of centering it under where the two circles meet. And I'm trying not to get the same circle, so I'm trying to vary the patterns here. So here's a cute little bunny one, maybe right here. And it's not perfect, right? I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Here's a couple more little ones. I'm trying to decide if I want them, and I do. And then I do like this Easter egg, and it looks really cute there behind the title, but I do end up placing it up here by this rabbit, this larger rabbit. But I try this egg out several places around the page until I'm finally happy with where it should go. And I decide, let's see, I think I place it over here on the left side behind the rabbit. It would have looked really cute in the center, and actually now looking back, I liked it behind the Easter. Oh, there you can see in the upper left, over there behind the rabbit. Now what I decided to do is take my ink blending tool, and I thought about maybe doing some stitching around the edges, or doing some faux stitching, like with a Sharpie. I like to do that. But I decided to just use my ink blending tool here and add a little more bundled sage around the edges. And then the last little finishing detail that I want to do is I want to bring in some of this Shimmers paints. I'm getting my paintbrush wet, and I'm dipping it in that Carrot Top paint that I used on the word Easter, and I'm just going to do some splatters. So I'm going to cover up my photo and the center because I didn't want splatters over top of my stenciled area. I just wanted them in the upper left and then the bottom right. So there we go, and I love the way that looks. So if you've enjoyed this video, I hope you'll hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you would like to see all of the Carrot Patch products up close, I do have an unboxing on my channel, and there's also one on the Paper Rose Studio channel as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!